From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your weather today.
Hey, Fred Gossage on this Thursday morning from the Home Weather Center, checking in with your Thursday forecast. Again, we're bare bones for the next few days. We're not in our studio. We're moving from one facility to the other, so we have a lot of equipment broken down, so we don't have access to our pretty TV graphics, so we're just doing the best we can as we give you our daily weather updates here. We're starting with radar early on this Thursday morning before daybreak, and you see showers and thunderstorms up over southeast Missouri, western Kentucky. A few of those have been severe earlier, but they're not as strong now. This thunderstorm complex will be dropping into northwest Tennessee over the next few hours, and eventually working into our area as we get later into the morning hours through the midday into the early afternoon. We'll break down the forecast information here in satellite over the southeast. See all those bright hot colors over Missouri, Illinois, and Kentucky. Those are the higher cloud tops associated with the thunderstorms that are diving southeast toward the area. And you notice with time, you see less of the dark reds and the blacks. And that's a sign that the thunderstorms the past couple of hours have been weakening, but they will start to revigorate later into the morning with some daytime heating. The latest update from the Storm Prediction Center has all of southern Middle Tennessee and a large part of North Alabama under a level 2 out of 5 risk of severe weather. You don't see the level 1 out of 5 here because Storm Prediction Center also has words associated with them that are kind of confusing, but the yellow area is a level 2 out of 5 risk of severe weather. The darker green here is a level 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather, if you remember how we show it in our TV graphics. The main threat will be damaging straight line winds, but this is a very uncertain situation. If the thunderstorms move in here and then they kind of rain themselves out, it could lower the severe storm risk as we head through the day. Here's the high resolution rapid refresh model, the one that we use for some higher resolution forecasting when we don't use our Bear and Futurecast. And by daybreak here, it's around 6-7 a.m., it shows the thunderstorm cluster just to the northwest of our area. This isn't too far from Jackson, Tennessee by 7 a.m. We'll roll forward to 9 a.m. here, and you see by that time, thunderstorms starting to push through our area, and it may start raining over southern Middle Tennessee in our viewing area before 9 a.m. It may be 7 or 8, but heavier thunderstorms start to push through as we head toward 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, that kind of thing. And then moving southeast with time, by 10 or 11, they're getting into northwestern areas of Alabama, especially closer to I-65. However, they could develop farther west toward the shoals as well. And by the afternoon, that initial cluster starts to push off to the southeast and out of our area. And then we'll have to watch upstream as we head into the evening, especially the later overnight into Thursday night and Friday morning for another cluster to develop to the northwest. I'll back it up to the earlier evening run of this model, and you see the same thing for the evening. A few isolated showers and thunderstorms around, but as we head deeper into the overnight hours, you see more thunderstorms here developing over Middle Tennessee. So late Thursday night after midnight and through early on Friday morning, these start to expand across the area into North Alabama before daybreak with some locally heavy downpours, maybe a few storms to gusty winds, but I think the overnight Thursday night and the Friday morning storms likely not severe, and then more storms as we head into our Friday here. We go forward with the forecast, and you see by Friday afternoon and evening more showers and thunderstorms developing across the southeast here. Those push southward as we head in through our Saturday morning, and then just scattered showers and thunderstorms through the weekend, through Saturday and Sunday. And rain chances, honestly, for the next 5 to 7 days, going to stay elevated. There's at least a 40 to 50% chance of rain and thunderstorms daily in the forecast from now through Wednesday of next week. We're going to call it 60 to 70% today and for Friday, but then all the way through next Wednesday, daily rain chances look to be at least 40 to 50% as we stay in the stagnant northwest flow pattern that keeps active weather across the area. Here are temperatures for the next 7 days. This is for Lawrenceburg as a focal point for southern Middle Tennessee. This generally applies for all of southern Middle Tennessee. Upper 80s, lower 90s for the next couple days, and then we bump up a little bit into the weekend As we head into Saturday and Sunday, it looks like everybody in southern middle Tennessee into the lower 90s, maybe a few isolated mid-90s here or there. And then a weak frontal boundary gradually sags into the area early next week. Still showers and thunderstorms around, but that allows temperatures to creep back down into the mid to upper 80s. Notice morning lows there through the weekend in the lower 70s with the muggies around. And then we drop back toward the middle 60s as we head in through the first part of next week. Here's the same temperature trend for the next 7 days over northwest Alabama. This is centered over the Muscle Shoals Airport. And lower 90s through Friday. And then just like southern middle Tennessee, we're a couple degrees warmer into the mid-90s as we head into the weekend. Morning lows in the low to mid-70s over northwest Alabama all the way through the weekend. And then just like southern middle Tennessee, that weak front moves into northwest Alabama as well early next week. And that knocks us back toward near 90 degrees, possibly into the upper 80s for daytime highs with morning lows back in the 60s. So there's a look at the latest forecast. Should any storms go severe today, we do have provisions to provide live coverage on our channel and on Facebook and Twitter and all other avenues. You're not going to see the pretty Viper graphics and things like that, but we will be able to storm track with live radar should any warnings be issued. So if a severe thunderstorm warning is issued later today, we will be able to provide live updates as necessary, in addition to radar posts on social media and those automated watch and warning posts that go to our social media automatically anytime watches or warnings are issued. So despite our situation with studios being broken down, should any severe weather develop later today, we will have you covered, and we will be able to provide live coverage as necessary. Kelly Rosslin will be in the Weather Center with me later today to track the storms, and we'll have you covered through the day as we go forward with the thunderstorms, and I'll have your next full forecast update coming up this evening. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll track the storms for you through the day.